Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Monday, December 6th, 2021. We are in the first day of the new trading week, and we are in the last hour of the current trading day. The last hour of the current trading day is my favorite time to make my buying and selling decisions for my swing trades, because at the end of the day, the large financial institutions come in, they take control away from the pricing control away from the day traders and the algorithms. They're dealing with the most money, very smart people, best information, best technology, and I consider them to be the smartest money on the street and the closing prices to be the most valid prices of the day, and therefore that is why I make my buying and selling decisions right before the market closes. So thank you all for coming today. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good trading day. Hope you had a nice weekend and you're all rested up. It's been a great day today for sure. Currently, the Dow is up 655 points, up 1.89%. The NASDAQ up 149 points, up about 1% even, and the S&P is up 58 points, up 1.3%. So lots of green on the board today. Hope you're having a good trading day. And again, appreciate you being here. Hope that you're learning something from investing your time in this podcast. So here is the plan for today. First of all, we are going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Secondly, we're going to come back, take a look at my current swing positions after that, and talk about why I bought them, why I bought them, and how I am going to manage the positions going forward. Had some day trades today that I will share with you. After that, we're going to go over to the board where my students have their positions. We'll talk about when they bought them, why they bought them, and how they are performing. After that, we'll switch gears. We'll talk a little bit about trader psychology, the ability to create a plan, follow your plan without letting your emotions get you off track is the most valuable skill you will ever learn in trading. That's why I like to talk about trader psychology each day. After that, I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal's scanner. I do have some end of day candidates that look pretty good. As we get closer to the day, we'll be going through those. I do have 3 requirements before I look to enter any trade. First, I need to have a confluence or a combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Secondly, I need to have a good risk to reward ratio of at least 2-to-1. And thirdly, I need to have a complete trading plan, regardless of the market, regardless of the approach that I'm using. The trading plan requirements for me: number 1, I need to position size based upon current market volatility. Number 2, I need to know where my maximum allowed dollar loss is. Number 3, I need to know where my emergency stop is. Number 4, I need to know where my end of day stop is. Number 5, I need to know where my intraday profit targets are. Number 6, I need to know where my overhead resistance levels are. And number 7, I need to have a good trailing stop methodology in place so that if I do have a profitable trade, I have some rules so that I don't give it all back, because that is definitely the worst thing that ever happens when you have a nice profitable trade and it turns negative. And that's what a trailing stop methodology will help you avoid. All right, so as we get closer to the close, I will go through all of my potential candidates, end of day candidates. We'll look at the risk to reward ratio. We'll look at the confluences of signals, and if something looks good at the end of the day, I will go ahead and buy it right before the close. After the market closes, if anyone has any questions for me, please let me know. If you need, if you would like me to take a look at any, if you would like me to take a look at any stock symbols today, go ahead, put them in the live stream. I will do my best to them to get to them before the close of the market. And then lastly, if my students have any new purchases today, any new entries or exits for me to update on the board, if you could please just wait till the close of the day. So I'm done teaching, I'm done trading, and the pressure is off. Okay, so that's the plan for today. Hang tight. I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer, and I will be back in about 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, let's take a look and see who is here today. First on deck is Paxton Hall. Good to see you, Paxton. Hope you and Tracy are doing well. Hope you're having a good day. Hope and thank you for everything that you do for this channel. There is my friend Kamal. Hey, Kamal, good to see you, bud. Hope you are doing well. Hope you're enjoying your new puppy. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel as well. There's Mike, Lova74. Good to see you, Mike. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the email and thank you for everything that you do for this channel. There's my friend Bacon Bandit. Hello, fellow traders. Good to see you, Bacon. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming. There's Steve Burns. Steve, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Thank you for everything that you do for this channel. There is Wiener Dog Trading. That's Karen. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you, Karen. Frank is here. Hello, Greg and group. Good to see you, Frank. Thanks for everything that you do for this channel and your wonderful poems. And there is Johnson Samuel. Hi, Greg and all. Good to see you, Johnson. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So, all right, well, let's get to it. Here we go. Swing trades. Steve, Ava, Rich, Lova, Karen. Now, Steve bought over here at 32.24 with an under 30, over 30. I think the rest of us bought here on Friday. False breakout to downside, bullish engulfing bar, bought at 32.59. It's 32. It is down 2.02%. It's holding my end of day stop. My end of day stop here was Friday's big up bar, washout bar. The red line here at 31.80, that is my end of day stop. So if it does close below that, I will get out, take the loss. It is down 2.05% on the trade, but it is holding my end of day stop. Dow Jones Industrial, Ava, David, Lova, Dynamic Duo, Karen, and I did buy the Dow Jones Industrial. It went under 200, over 200, didn't buy that day, bought on Friday when it retested the 200, bought at 345.80 and hit three profit targets today. One at 348.10, one at 349.96, one at 351.82, and one at 353.50. This particular trade is up 1.87% on the day and also up on the trade. SPY had a nice overnight SPY. I do buy the SPY every day at the close. I hold it overnight. I sell it first thing the next morning at the open. Bought this at 453.42 on Friday. Sold it this morning for a profit up at 456.08. Netflix day trades. I did have a day trade on Netflix all the way back here at the beginning of the morning. As we approach the downward sloping 50 SMA, I did short here at about 617. Immediately reversed back. I covered half at 608.60. So that was a great trade. I shorted at 617, covered at 608.60. I've only covered half. I will get out of this at the end of the day. If it came back to my entry point, I would get out for break even. If it keeps going down, I'll just get out at the end of the day. So that's the plan with Netflix. And then VIX. I had a bunch of trade on VIX today. I'll go most current positions and trades. Back here, we had a perfect signal, really. We had a V2. Here's day 1, 2, 3. 2 washes out 1. 3 closes above day 1's close. Double bottom with a bullish divergence. False breakout to the downside. I got in at 25.80. I sold some here at 25.06. That one's not. I don't know what that one's doing. Okay. Got in at 25.80. Got out at 26.05. got out of some more at 25.13, got out of some more at 26.20. I got out here just because the podcast was beginning to start. So in at 25.80, out at 26.05, out at 26.13, out at 26.20. So that was a nice little trade there. All right, and I had some other trades on VIX today as well. Where is my... Oh, no, don't tell me that. Okay, second trade, where did it go? Here we go. All right, bought here at under 200, over 200, bought here at 26.87, got out at 27.72 with under over 200, and then it closed below, had to get out at 26.79. So part of that was profitable, part of that was not. Took another trade here. V1 closed above the 200, got in at 26.87, sold part at 27.28 for a nice profit, and then sold the other half for a slight loss at 26.79. So pretty good day trading day altogether. Let's take a look here. I'll have to clean that up later. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at your positions, shall we? Kamal, beautiful trade on Boeing back on the 2nd of December, bought at 194. It's 205.14. It's up 3.33% on the day and up 5.57% on the trade. That's a great trade, Kamal. Shopify. Kamal also bought Shopify Friday at 1405.23. It's 1407.09. Is down on the day, but it is up on the trade for Kamal. Way to go, Kamal. ABT, Dynamic Duo, nice trade here. 520 crossover, bought at 128.10. It's 132.49, up 1.7% on the day and up 3.39% on the trade. So that's fantastic. INDA, I have Frank in INDA here, a half position at 47.23. It's 47 excuse me, 47.17. This is down on the day and now slightly down on the trade. GILD, Dynamic Duo, did buy GILD with the V1 520 crossover at 67.47. They sold half here at about 69.26. It's 69.58. It's up on the day, and on the trade it's up about 2.81%. So way to go. TU, Lava, false breakout to the downside and a V2. Bought this at 23.03 back here on the 18th. It's 23.36. It's up 1.48% today on the day, and it is up 1.46% on the trade. IPG, nice trade here from the Dynamic Duo. Double tested the 200-day moving average, 33.81. It's 34.92. It's up 1.45% on the day. And on the trade, it's up 5.07%. That's a big, big trade. eBay, Leva, and I don't know what A is here. I like this setup. V1 intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average, bought at 67.50. It's 66.09. It is down 1.43% today. So down on the day, down on the trade. Big, big trade here from the Dynamic Duo. Again, way to go, Tracy. Way to go, Paxton. They bought the intraday rejection of the 200-day moving average at 79.31. It's 83.44. It's up 3.77% just today. And it's up 4.96% on the trade. So way to go, Dynamic Duo. Man, some great trades from Tracy and Paxton. Oh, ABT, we already looked at that. Okay, here we go. Let's put that over here. BRKB, beautiful trade here from Ava. Triple rejection of the 200-day moving average. Bought this at 277.50. It's 281.39. It's up 1.42% on the day, and the same on the trade. So very nice trade, Ava. Excuse me. And Steve and Karen did buy IWM with the under 30, over 30. Bought this here at 214.47. It's 220.05. It's up 2.53% on the day, and the same on the trade. So very, very nice, everyone. Really, really great trading. And there is Ava. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day, Ava. Nice trade. Really good trade there on BRKB for sure. All right. So again, what I'm looking at here for me today, AGQ, it's still holding the halfway, the washout bar at 31.80. That would be my stop. If it holds above, I will keep it. It is down on the trade. DIA is doing great. For-profit targets here. Looks like it's reached 1.5 ATR trailing stop level, so I will be in trailing stop mode on Diamond. What I was discussing earlier, having a trailing stop plan so I don't give this bad boy all the way back. It's going to be hard because I hit for-profit targets, so I did take 40% of this trade off already. And then, of course, the SPY had the nice overnight SPY trade. I will be buying SPY again at the close. And then on the day trade on Netflix, again, I shorted here at 617, and this will just be an end of day trade. So did take off half here at 606.70. I'll just wait till the end of the day. If it gets back up to my break even, I'll just get out. If it closes lower, of course, I'll get out as well because it's a day trade. There's Tracy, one half of the dynamic duo. Nice to see you, Tracy. Hope you're having a wonderful day, my friend. Nice trades from you and Paxton. All righty. You know, Bitcoin was really crushed over the weekend. I mean, really, really crushed. But if there is a time that you want to get into Facebook, pretty good setup on Facebook right now. Under 30, over 30, under the 250, over the 250. That's a confluence of signals. We're up against that 200-day moving average. Not suggesting that you buy this, but I do get a lot of people that ask me about Bitcoin. I mean, if I were to buy Bitcoin, this would be one of the places I'd probably want to buy it. I'm probably going to buy MSTR today, possibly, but that's just kind of a proxy for Bitcoin in the equity market. But here is MSTR with an under 30, over 30. That is a legitimate signal. If we look over on the weekly, we have support at the 50-week EMA. Bitcoin's very volatile right now. I would be super, super careful. Make sure that you position size based upon volatility, and there is a lot of volatility on Bitcoin and or MSTR micro strategies. I think Frank has a poem for us, so let's copy this down. And paste that in there. All right, let's see what Frank has to say for us today. What is this thing called the market that runs wild and free? As we draw fences and measure it to the nth degree. Some say put your money in and just let it be, but traders see opportunity, and that is the key. Oh, that's so good, Frank. What is this thing? What is this thing called a market that runs wild and free? As we draw fences and measure it to the nth degree. Some say put your money in and just let it be, but traders see opportunity, and that is the key. So good, Frank. Wonderful. Wonderful. If I knew how to do hand clappies, I would do them, but I don't. Nigma is here. Good to see you, Nigma. Hope you're having a wonderful day, my friend. Really, really do. All right, well, let's get over to a little trader psychology. As you know, I have my favorite Twitter channels. I have my favorite Facebook channels on Twitter and Facebook. And they put out a lot of good information, really good trading words of wisdom. One of my favorite here is Money Trade Edge. Better thinking, better trading. Do yourself a favor, follow him on Twitter. I think it's a him. I'm not 100% sure. My apologies if it's not. But I thought this was really good, and I wanted to read this and share this with you today. No risk is no reward. Okay, seems pretty simple, but it's true, everyone. In order to get some reward, you do have to take a risk. You have to take a risk in the market. That is why we trade. So if there's a risk, there's a chance of a loss as well. But remember, there is no trade that does not have a risk. So no risk, no reward. Here's a good one. No edge, no profit. What does that mean? Well, you have to have a quantifiable edge in your trading. You have to know that a certain setup, a certain pattern over time wins more than it loses. If you go to Las Vegas, there is no edge for you unless you're counting cards, unless you're playing poker. But all the rest of the games, and not very many people, count cards, or if they do, they get kicked out. But you have to have an edge. The casino has an edge in you. That is why they make money. You have to use setups and patterns that are quantifiable, that do show an edge. So no risk, no reward, no edge, no profit. You can trade as hard as you want. You can have all the money management you want, but if you don't have an edge, you're still not going to make money. It's still like Vegas, right? Get those setups that have quantifiable edges so that over time you can make money. No discipline, no efficiency. Listen, you need discipline in this game, everyone. We all know that. I talk about it all the time. If you're not disciplined, you're not going to be efficient. So if you're having issues with discipline, you've got to get it handled. Tell your wife or husband or boyfriend or girlfriend or mom or dad or sister or brother. If you need help, ask someone to help. Have them oversee your trades. It will make you more disciplined. I promise. No patience, no great execution. We need patience. We need discipline. Patience is so important, everyone, in this game. You need patience. Wait for that correct setup to happen before you hit that buy or sell button. No confidence, no fearless mind. Look, you kind of need a fearless mind if you're going to have risk, right? But you have to have the confidence. You have to have the confidence in your setups. You have to trade it for a while to have confidence. But no confidence, no fearless mind, no self-esteem, no mind control. Very important. You need to feel confident about yourself and have self-esteem. These two kind of go together. But if there's no self-esteem, you'll have no mind control. Get yourself self-esteem. How do you get self-esteem? By trading profitably over time. That's what gives you self-esteem. No consistency, no compound effect. You have to have consistency in your trades. You have to get odds on your money. You have to have a good risk to reward ratio. You have to wait for a proper setup. And then once a trade starts to become extended and the risk to reward ratio is diminished, I like to take the money from that trade and invest it into a new trade that actually has a better risk to reward. And that's where the compounding effect comes from. That comes from Mark Minervini. No persistence, no long-term success. You need to be persistent. I don't care if it's trading. I don't care if it's tennis or pickleball. To get good at something, you have to do it over and over and over and be persistent so that you get better at what you're doing. It will give you the confidence. It will give you patience. It will give you self-esteem. So keep being persistent. Follow your rules, position size correctly, do it the right way, but be persistent. It's that we always have tough times in trading. We always are going to have drawdowns in trading. Don't let one drawdown make you go, nope, I'm done with trading. We all go through it, everyone. So no risk, no reward, no edge, no profit, no discipline, no efficiency, no patience, no great execution, no confidence, no fearless mind, no self-esteem, no mind control, no consistency, no compound effect, no persistence, no long-term success. So thank you, Money Trade Edge. Appreciate that. It's always helpful for me to read your post, and I hope it was helpful for everyone in the podcast today. All right, so Steve says, my Matic crypto trade was wild this weekend and is still up 22%, but altcoins are a different animals than stock. Excellent, Steve. Wonderful trade. Glad you made the 22%. Just shows what a great trader you are in this market, but proud of you, and I hope that keeps going up. All right. Anyone have any questions? Got through this pretty quick. If you have any questions or anything you'd like me to look at, take a look. We do still have to go through the potential end of day candidates here, but I don't think it's going to take that long. So if you have any questions, anything I can help you with, please let me know. Let's see, my Netflix short doing pretty well. Shorted up here at 617 at 610.88. Again, this is a day trade, so I did cover half here at 608.60, which was great. I mean, it was a big one, right? 617 down to 608.60, almost 10 points, and it happened in 25 minutes. So I was very fortunate to get that. Once I take half off, gives me a lot of breathing room. Worst case scenario, goes back up to 617. I'll get out at break even, but still a profitable trade because of the first short at 617 and the cover here at 608.60. But I like to sell as we approach downward sloping major moving averages, and it's exact. And this one worked out great so far. VIXY looks like it's making a little bit of a move here. Let me clean this up. There we go. Nope. Don't want to do that one. Had a monster trade on the VIX. My gosh, I did take half of my VIX off, bought it back here at 20.97, sold it at 28.05 along with Karen on the weekly. It's not Friday, so I guess I really won't get into that, but really glad that I took half off because it is down 7.11%, but still nicely up on the trade. Jonathan is here. Nice to see you, Jonathan. Hope you're having a good day in Ireland, you and the family, and everyone's doing well. Appreciate you coming. Steve says, I like coin and pins bounces near the 30 RSI. Coin and pins. All right, let me put that on the list. Coin and pins. Coin is another way if you possibly want to trade Bitcoin. Excuse me, man. I still have this little cough cold thing I've had for about a week. To get with my doctor and to get some prescriptions, which are helping out. So I'm grateful for that. MicroStrategies. Okay, so MicroStrategies is a proxy basically for Bitcoin. They own a lot of Bitcoins. Today we did go under 30, over 30 earlier in the day. We were 27.99. We closed back above. We rejected the -2 ATR channel. We look over on the weekly. Weekly's holding the 50-week moving average. Still going to be a scary trade. The nice thing about using the 2 ATR, however, is that it does factor in the volatility. So the higher the volatility, it has the math makes you buy fewer shares. So this is a potential for me today on MicroStrategies. You know, last time we had that Bitcoin flash crash, there were, I can't remember, 600,000 people on leverage that got liquidated and woke up with zero in their account, which is probably a good time for me to discuss this. That's why I don't trade on margin, everyone, especially something like Bitcoin, right? Because there was forced selling. People got below certain levels. They had no choice in the matter. Their broker just sold them out. Whenever there's forced selling anytime, anywhere in my 25 years of experience, I have found that a good time to buy. So under 30, over 30, that's one thing. Rejection of the -4 ATR channel, that's another. But with the liquidation, the forced liquidation, that makes me a little bit more bullish on Bitcoin. And the technical support that under 30, over 30, under the 250, over the 250 as well. So I'm not going to buy Bitcoin itself, but I might potentially buy MSTR, which is MicroStrategies, with the under 30, over 30. Not sure. Have to take a look at coin. Coin might be the better approach. We'll see. PayPal. Well, PayPal has not gone up a lot, but on the other hand, it has stopped going down. We have an under, I better check that. Do we have an under 30, over 30 today? Yes, 27.12. We're now at 31. We have this sideways motion. MACD is positive. I do like that. If we look at the weekly, we have rejected the -4th ATR channel, but really what I like the best here is the sideways motion. It's shown that it's kind of possibly done going down. Maybe we might have another huge leg down. We don't know, but it is an under 30, over 30. It didn't come from a steep drop. There's sideways motion. MACD is positive. It's back over 30 RSI. And again, on the weekly, we've rejected the -4th ATR channel. So that is another potential for me as well. Shopify. Okay, nice trade on Shopify. Leva at 104.53. It's 14.20.44. So this is up on the day and now up on the trade. Do I want to buy this here? Probably not. It seems a little chasey for me off of the 200-day moving average. I like the V1. Did we reject the 30 as well? $33.51. We did not. So this looks a little chasey to me. It could take off. I don't know. But just my gut here, we rejected the 50 EMA, we rejected the 50 SMA, we rejected the -1 ATR channel. We have this big old down bar that we are up against. Doesn't mean we couldn't go higher, maybe even up to like 1500. So I think the risk to reward ratio is decent, but you would need a big move to really make that happen. I think I am going to pass on Shopify. Snap. Nice little trade here on Snap. Again, we have some sideways motion. We have a V1. I believe we have an under 30, over 30. I look at these in the morning and then I forget. Let's take a look here. Yeah, way under 30, way over 30, and a V1. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly's rejecting the -3rd ATR channel. I like that, so that is definitely a possibility. Marathon Patent Group. This is from Leva. Thank you for that. It is a V1. It is a rejection of the 200-day moving average. Let's see if we did not reject the 30 RSI. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly bounced right near the 50 upward sloping 50 SMA. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on this one, Mike. It seems a little chasey to me. We still have that big bar, Friday's big bar that we could get to the halfway on. That's a little concerning. Coin. All right, this is the one Steve talked about. Under 30, over 30, V1, back above the -3rd ATR channel. If we look at the weekly, bounce right at the -1 ATR channel. That one looks fairly decent. And pins. Pins under 30, over 30, under the -3rd, over the -3rd, which is good, and a V1. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly bounce off the -3rd ATR channel. That one looks pretty good as well. Alibaba, huge day. It's up 9.6% today. Under 30, over 30, and a V2. And a close over the 5 EMA. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly's back over the -3rd ATR channel. I don't think I'm going to chase a 9.64% move up. I mean, it's legitimate. It's an under 30, over 30. It's a V2. But is it more of a dead cat bounce, or is it short covering? I don't know, but I think I'm going to pass on Alibaba. USO under 200, over 200. Is it chasey? I could tell you tomorrow. But on the weekly, we've had a lot of downwards motion here, really strong downwards motion. That concerns me. I want to see a better risk to reward ratio. Home Depot is interesting. We have a double top with a bearish divergence. That means we have a high here with tall MACD bars. We pulled back into some red. We've gone higher now. Even though we're higher, there's not much green there whatsoever. It is still above 30 RSI, so I would not short that right now. Ideally, actually, what I'd like this to do is to come back down, have a pullback. That pullback will probably be bought because it's coming from a higher high, and then an attempted rally back up that fails, looking for a V1 or a V2 to the downside as my trigger. That would give me a lower high short. Higher high shorts, in all of my experience, come to the value zone, then buyers pick them up. Lower high shorts are the ones that tend to trend down. So I will pass on Home Depot as well. All right, here is Facebook under 250, over 250. It's a pretty good risk to reward ratio because just hovering over the 250. But remember, everyone, there's a lot of volatility here. There's still a lot of volatility in this market. All last week we were down 600, next day we were up 600, next day down 500, next day up 500. So I'm a little leery still because there still is a lot of volatility in the market. But the under 250, over 250 is good. I don't like that it's basically triggering at about halfway of this big down bar here. Doesn't have to stop there. There's no rule, but it did literally get to the halfway point and then pull off of there. If we look at the weekly still has the 50-week moving average above it at the same time of the halfway mark. So looking at the weekly really makes me decide I am not going to buy Facebook. And then Amazon really, Ava pointed this out in Skype today, that what a great opportunity to buy Amazon as it approached the 200-day moving average. I mean, look, we've rejected the 200-day moving average twice here. Am I going to buy this with an intraday rejection of the 200? I don't think so. I really don't think so. If we look at the weekly's okay. It's in the value zone, but we got right to the halfway of yesterday's big down bar. So yeah, I think I'm going to pass on Amazon as well. So let's take a look. Karen said, Greg, what RSI level did C? C? Is that correct, Karen's Citigroup? Let's take a look. If that's the correct symbol. Oops. $30.72 is what I have, Karen, at the low. $30.72 on Citigroup. So I don't see an under 30, over 30. David says, hi, Greg and group. A little late today. Nice to see you, Darren. David, appreciate that. Oh, coin. All right. $28.76. So it did go under 30 and over 30. It went under the negative third and over the negative third and a V1. And if we check the weekly, it did bounce right off the -1 ATR channel as well. Rod R. Nice to see you, Rod. Wants to look at AZN. AstraZeneca, under 30, over 30, under 200, over 200. I like that. My only concern is that we do have the 200-day moving average above as resistance. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly is holding the 50-week EMA, SMA, has the 50-week EMA as resistance and the 1 ATR channel. It's okay. I don't like the 200-day moving average above. And it came from a lower low as well. So it's, under 200, over 200. It does give you a good context and a good structure for this trade. But I don't like the 200-day moving average. Rod says Cisco with the 520. Let's see if I can test that real quick. etfreplay.com. All right, give me a sec so I can log in here. All right, this is etfreplay.com. I'm using it with permission. I'm putting in Cisco. I'm checking out the 520 EMA crossover, day of cross. We can run the back test here. And the back test shows a negative 59.6% return using this approach. So it's good to know, right? It's good to know, Rod. It doesn't mean that it can't keep going up, but the back test shows that it has not been profitable over time. So that I would not look at that for me personally. Tracy wants to look at SWIR. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Not a lot of volume though, Tracy. Only 186,000 shares, but I do like the nice V1. If it closes over the 200-day moving average, that does make sense to me. Weekly, we have some resistance above on the weekly, but yeah, heck of a washout, heck of a V1. And if it can close above the 50-day moving average, that might be nice. It definitely offers a good risk to reward ratio. Rod wants to look at Woof. I like that one better. It is a V2. Here is day 1. Here is day 2. Here is day 3. 2 washes out 1. 3 is above day 1's close. False breakout to the downside from this low. 3.06 million shares traded, so there's probably some liquidity there. If we look at the weekly, we're probably going to run into some resistance at that negative 1 ATR channel above us, but I certainly like this trade better than the I think it was the AZN trade, because we went under the negative third, over the negative third, and it's not so extended. It's only 34.67. So if I bought this, you'd have two options. You could get out with the close under the halfway of the washout bar, which was Friday's bar, or you could ride it all the way down to a close under 30. There's going to be advantages and disadvantages. One will give you more breathing room, but a possible larger stop. The other one will give you less risk, but less breathing room. So yeah, Wolf looks decent. Tracy wants to look at BE. Bloom Energy down on an up day. Let's look at the weekly. I like where it is in the value zone. On the daily, pretty good. 1.87 million shares traded. I don't know if we can back test that. What is that? BE? Let me see if I can look at BE. Nope. Doesn't have that, so I cannot back test that one. So not sure there. All right, AMT. American Tower, 520 crossover. I do not see the 520 crossover here, Rod. I still see the 5 being under. What is that? AMT. Let's see if we can backtest AMT. Yes. With a 520, but again, I don't see the 520 crossover. This does backtest well, 273.10. So I think that's better. But again, I don't see the 520 crossover here, Rod. Ava wants to look at FCX. Higher low V2, that is correct, over the 200-day and 50-week SMA. Yeah, yep, that makes sense to me. It is a V2. Here is day 1, here is day 2, here is day 3. 2 washes out 1. Looks like 3 is going to close above day 1's close. One thing to think about, Ava, is, did it reject the 50 RSI? Yes, it did. So it did reject the 50 RSI. We're still inside this big bar here, but we had a golden cross, which when the 50-day moving average crosses over the 200. And so yeah, that looks fairly good, other than what I mentioned about the rejection of the 50, which is really not a rule for an under 200, over 200, but I still keep that in mind, and it is a higher low V2. Good find, Ava. All right, so let's go back to Monster 3107 under over 30 RSI. Weekly over the 50 EMA, but having resistance at the -1 ATR channel. Down 5.4% today. PayPal up today. Nice sideways motion. MACD is positive, and a V1 and an under 30 over 30. PayPal is going to go to the top of my list there. Snap, nice false breakout to the downside, under 30 over 30, MACD positive. If we look at the weekly, we bounced off the -3 ATR channel. I do kind of like Snap. Coin, looks like we could be rejecting the -3 ATR channel. I think I'm going to pass on coin, and I think I'm going to pass on Bitcoin today. Could have a huge move up, but there's so much volatility, so many people lost money. I think it does concern me, so I am going to pass on that. Pinterest, nice under 30 over 30. If we look at the weekly, under the -3, over the -3, that looks pretty good as well. Okay, where's my pen? So PayPal, Snap, and pins are going to be my 3 favorites today. Oh, I didn't do the math on pins. I better get to that. All right, so those are my 3 favorites today. Let me oh, silver's rallied up pretty good. That's nice. Okay, I do have to leave Netflix because I have a position in that. I can get rid of VIX. Well, I guess I'll just put it over here, give a little space here. And then Netflix I still have. So PayPal, Snap, and pins are my end of day possibilities here. And AGQ does look like it's holding above halfway of that bar, so looks good. DIA, great. Holding that. SPY, of course, buying that at the close. Netflix, have a short on that on the 25-minute. Exited or shorted here at 617, covered half at 608.60. I will be getting out of this regardless at the end of the day. And then let's take a look back at PayPal. I like the sideways motion. I like that it's held even in the big down moves. To me, that shows that probably the majority of the move down has taken place. If we go to the weekly, We held the negative fourth ATR channel. Snap looks pretty good as well. V1, false breakout to the downside, under 30, over 30. If we look at the weekly, holding the negative third ATR channel. And then pins, a little more extended here. MACD is not positive. So with that being said, I'll probably take pins off and probably, let's see. I like the sideways motion on PayPal. I do. I like that it's held here. I don't know if we're hitting a floor or not, but PayPal is probably my favorite setup today. I think I'm going to stay away from the crypto. All right. So PayPal and Snap both look pretty good. Both have MACD, positive MACDs. Weekly, negative third ATR channel. PayPal, rejection of the negative fourth ATR channel. But what's kind of calling my name here is the sideways motion that happened and the under 30, over 30. But I have to wait until it definitely closes over 30. Who knows in this crazy market, right? So it looks like PayPal is going to be my entry today at the close. Okay, Steve says, I am long coin 265.65 on the bounce near the 30 RSI. So Steve is long coin, COIN, with the bounce near the 30 RSI. Steve is also long pins 3804 on the bounce near the 30 RSI zone. And TPR, it's okay. It came from a lower low though. I mean, it could be just fine. I mean, it's up nice. It's a good risk to reward ratio. We went under 200, over 200, and under 50, over 50. The thing that concerns me on this bar here, Trace, and it doesn't mean it has to happen, but we had that huge down bar halfway to that's 43.40. So that's why I put the line there. I mean, is there more reward up to there than there is to the 200? There is, so it still does make sense to me. But I don't like that we've come so far down all the way back up. We came from a lower low instead of a higher low. So that's why, me personally, why I would probably not take that, for me at least. But it could go up. I don't want to influence anyone. SOFI. SOFI, under 30, over 30 RSI, under the negative third ATR channel. It's up 3.42% today. On the weekly, we've rejected the negative 1 ATR channel. And that's from mere 56.96. Yeah, could be good. It's a good risk to reward ratio. I like that we're above the negative third ATR channel. VIX is making a new low on the day. We have about 6 minutes to go. I think I'm going to go ahead here and cover my short on Netflix. All right, so I did cover my the second half of my short right here, right about here. So that was a good day trade. Glad to be out of that, have that off my mind. I can take Netflix off. All right, so I will be buying PayPal as long as it closes above the 30 RSI today. About 4 minutes to go, so I guess I better get ready. PYPL. And okay. We have about 4 minutes, so I'll hang out there. Glad to see Shops making a new high for Lava. All right, I'm going to buy PayPal right here, right now. Get that out of the way. So I am in PayPal. So my AGQ is looking fine. It did hold my end of day stop. DIA, great trade, 4 profit targets today. SPY, of course, I'll be buying that at the close as well. Had a great trade today on Twitter on the weekly. I know there's a few people in there. Glad to see that up. That is up 5.73% today, but that's a weekly trade. So we'll look at that on Friday. All right, we have a minute and a half. I'm going to get a little drink of water here and just cruise on into the close. I did buy PayPal. And Steve did buy coin, and he also bought pins. Excuse me, everyone. Okay. That's today's market. All right, let's see where I bought my stuff today. I bought the overnight SPY trade at 458.79. And I bought PayPal at 185.05. All right, so overnight SPY trade. Did buy that at 458.79. Okay, there's that. What happened? 458.79. Boom. Okay, and then PayPal. I bought PayPal here with the sideways motion under 30, over 30. I bought that at 185.05. All right, so that's a little down already. Okay, so listen, if any of my students have any new entries or exits today that they would like me to update on the board, go ahead, put them in the live stream. I'll get to them in just a minute. Just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype, stock trading lessons. I teach a great course. The course is 15 hours long. There's 5 sessions. Each session is 3 hours. I teach you step by step how to trade all 5 of the different approaches that I've been using over the last 25 years. End of day stops, emergency stops, how to position size, profit targets, resistance levels, all the kind of stuff that I need to take a trade. I teach you step by step for all 5 of the different approaches that I use. I've been teaching for about 3 years. I've taught people all over the world. I've turned out some really great traders. And so if you're interested, this course does cost $1,750, but I promise you it's worth every penny. So, if you want to become a better trader, I think the best way to learn is one-on-one. I really do, whether it's trading or anything else. And that's why I offer this format. So if you are interested, all you have to do to start the process is send me an email. The email's in the link of this description of this YouTube video. And email me, say, hey, Greg, I'm potentially interested in taking your course. I'll say, that's fantastic. Let's set up a Skype call. The Skype call is free. It is not a sales call. I want you to know that. I just want you to learn a little bit more about you, your trading challenges, your goals. And then it's a great time for you to ask me any particular questions about the course. All right. And then when we are done with the Skype call, think about it as long as you want. I am not going to contact you. You're going to have to contact me if you're interested. But if you do, great. If you wake up one morning, you said, today is the day I really want to do it, then email me back, say, Greg, I'm ready to do it. We'll set up a time, we'll set up a date, and we'll get started on the lessons. I promise you will become a better trader. Secondly, I do have a great online course available. If someone is interested in an online course, I teach you the deep dip by stock trading strategy, something I've used. Well, there are some trades today that I use the deep dip by stock trading strategy. It's a great course. It's on udemy.com. I've had such a great review, such great feedback from all over the world. I've sold a ton of them because it is a good course. It's 9.5 hours of video. It's 26 videos total. It's 15 study guides. And the best news, it only costs 12 or 15 bucks on Udemy. So do yourself a favor, click on the link that's in the description here for the Udemy course. Spend the 12 or 15 bucks, and it's going to make you a better trader. And if you're just beginning as a trader, I think that's like one of the best ways that you could start out with 12 or 15 bucks and a ton of content. So keep that in mind. Lastly, if you like today's podcast, all I ask is that you hit the thumbs up button. If you learned something valuable, if you found something valuable, all that I ask for is that you just hit the little thumbs up button before we get out of here. It lets YouTube know that there's some good content here. It helps build the channel, keep the channel around, and lets YouTube know that it's valuable so they can get out and share it more often. All right. Okay. So that's all the business we need to take a look at. Now, let's take a look and put in Steve's new entries. And Steve got in coin at 265.65 and also got in pins at 38.04. $38.04 for Steve. And also on Steve for coin. Okay, good luck on those, Steve. All right, here we go. Wiener, Tracy. Oh no. Okay. Ava is in FCX. Okay. Ooh. This one's going to be a little tough. Keep these all. All right, we'll do our best. We'll do our best. So Ava got in FCX. Oh, no price. All right, so let's put Ava on there. And in shop. All right, I'm just going to put Ava's price here. Ava at, no, that's not going to work either. When we have multiple entries, it's, let's see. All right, we'll do this and we'll try to remember everything. Okay. Oh, she did put a price. Gosh darn it. Sorry, Ava. $13.80. Okay, and then Ava is out of eBay. Oh, that was A. Okay, that makes sense. That's what the A was for. All right. Wiener Dog is in coin. That's Karen. And also in PayPal. Okie dokie. Tracy is out of GILD, locked in our last profits. Very nice, Trace. Lubba is in MSTR. At 597.27. Okay. In PayPal. Okay. Add a TU. Okay. Nice trade, Leva. Oh, you got out sometime last week. Okay. Okay. Frank is in FCX. With the golden cross. And Jonathan is in PayPal. What is going on here? Lava and Jonathan. Okay, good to go. All right, let's see what's happening after hours. HEQ is even. DIA is up 9 cents. Gold is even. PayPal is up 27 cents. Yay. SPY is down 2 cents. VIX is down 8 cents. All right. All right, so if any of my students have any new entries or exits for me today, go ahead, put them in the live stream. We've already put some in, but in case someone forgot. But before we get to that, just wanted to read my little saying that I like to say each day. This is from Martin Kornfeld. If we all do one random act of kindness daily, we just might set the world in the right direction. Go out, try to do something nice for someone today. Just a smile, a wave, help them out. It will make their day. If you could also go out and do something nice for an animal today as well, that would be twice as good. Animal would appreciate it. The human would appreciate it. It's going to make you feel good. So, consider doing this every day. For me, I try my best, not every day, but I do my best, and it's been a positive thing in my life, and I think it would be for you as well. Wow, what a day today, folks. The volatility continues. Dow Jones up 646 points. NASDAQ up 139. S&P up 53 points. Wowzers. Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. Okie doke. If anyone has anything else to add, this would be a great time to do it before we sign off. If you have any poems or jokes or like to take a look at something, feel free. Paxton says, thanks, Greg, and everyone have a nice rest of your day. You as well, Packy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you and Tracy are doing well. Nice trades today. Really great trade on well. All right, we'll bring this back over here like so. All right, well, I think that's it. I appreciate everyone coming. I hope you have a good day. Be good, be safe, drive safe, do something nice for someone today. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow during the last hour of the market. But nice job on trading today. Glad to see all those positions up. And hopefully we can keep it going tomorrow. All right, and if you could, hit the thumbs up button before you get out of here. I would really, really appreciate that. So thanks again for coming. And on the way out here, I have to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. Oh, there's Yas. Hey, Yas. Hi, and thanks, Greg. You are welcome. Good to see you. Wiener Dog says, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Karen. Yep, I think that's it. So, all right. Jonathan says, cheers, guys. Thank you, Jonathan. All right. Here comes the U.S. legal disclaimer. Thanks again. See you tomorrow. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.